Hello everybody and welcome to the next Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Tag Force 3 tournament. We have held 3 CPU tournaments in the past, and today we're doing the 4th one, but today's one is a little bit special due to the fact that there will be only female characters. I decided some of the tournaments will still be the standard ones like we've done in the first 3. Also, I'm not really going to be in any of them anymore, I decided. But there's going to be themes to some of them, and the first theme that I decided to go with is female characters. I could do all the anime characters plus the page 3 characters, which is all the Obelisk Blue girls as well. I decided let's just do the page 1 and 2 ones first, and then somewhere down the line include all female characters already in the game, like everyone included. I unlocked all the female characters already, I have a few more males to unlock. So I can't do the all males tournament yet, but that's coming in the future. I'm also thinking doing like an Obelisk Blue tournament and then a Slifer Red tournament, stuff like that, or like a staff members tournament where you have all the teachers and dorm leaders, stuff like that. Like, I think that would be a cool theme. I've already shared the bracket in my Discord a couple days ago, because I made the bracket well ahead of time so that people could make predictions. So if you want to make early predictions for a tournament, if you want to know a good amount of days ahead of time what a tournament will be like, before I even live stream it, then make sure to join my Discord. I'll put the link in the Twitch chat in just a moment. And then if you're watching this on YouTube as a VOD, you can watch it in the description of this video. Find it in the description of this video. I always put the link to my Twitch there. You can join it. I discussed various things about upcoming videos. Today and yesterday I made some decks for the character Mimicry, because I'm not sure if I've showed this off yet. But if I go to Mimicry, which is the first teacher here, they actually use one of your deck recipes. So I made a deck for Strings from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters anime, the one that first used Slifer the Sky Dragon. And then I made one for Sartir, who is the dorm leader for Raello. So I intend to make a few decks for GX characters that don't duel, or that do have a deck associated with them, but they're not playable in this game, like Chancellor Shepard is one of them. And then probably a good amount of Duel Monsters characters. Maybe Yugi, maybe Kaiba, maybe Duke Devlin. He'll just play a bunch of dice cards. But that is the idea, and then I can add those to the tournament. The unfortunate thing is that it will be Mimicry, so a generic male teacher that plays the decks, but I can put like a little image over like their character thing. Maybe that'll work. But that is the idea of how I can include some other characters in that. So that's the idea. Alright, let's see, what was I doing earlier? Oh yeah, I was going to take a look at this to make sure I can put the bracket on screen. There we have a bracket. That looks very nice. Alright, so this is the bracket that we'll be using. I'll have to extend it a little bit so it fills the entirety of the screen. That's a bit better. So we're going to start off with Alexis Rhodes against Sadie, and as you might also notice, we only have 12 participants. There are no 16 participants like we have in normal tournaments, because page 1 has 2 female characters and page 2 has 10. Not Yubel. Yubel is not participating. Yubel is referred to as female in the English dub, but in the original, they don't have a specified gender, and their design even suggests they're a bit of both, if you even want to give them a gender. So Yubel is not in this. We have Alexis Rhodes against Sadie in round 1. Then we have Dorothy, the older of the two shop employees, against Camula, one of the Shadow Riders. Dark Magician Girl is going to face Yasmin. Serena, so Sartorius' sister, is going to face Jasmine, one of Alexis' friends. The winner between Alexis and Sadie faces Tanya, one of the other Shadow Riders. Blair Flanagan, who I thought would win the first tournament, but that didn't really work out. She'll be waiting for the winner between Dorothy and Camula. I'd be extremely surprised if that is not Camula, because Dorothy isn't exactly good with her deck, but she's fun to have. Mindy awaits the winner between Dark Magician Girl and Yasmin, and the winner between Serena and Jasmine will have to face Fonda Fontaine, the nurse. Now, I think Fonda was in the third tournament, either the second or the third, I think the third, and I made her use her heal deck with Fire Princess. For this tournament, she is back to what she is known for, the deck type that she created, basically. Nurse Burn. Nurse Refuge the Fallen One, Bat Reaction to Samochi, and then a bunch of healing cards like Soul Taker, Upstart Goblin, and things like that. What was my prediction to win the tournament? I don't remember. I'll check in just a second. I made a prediction as well, I always do. I've never gotten it right. I don't think I did. But did I get the second one? No, I never got it fully right. I called it Redemption for the Maiden, so I must have predicted Blair to win. I must have. Was it? I predicted the finals would be Blair Flanagan versus Dark Magician Girl. So make of that what you will. I'm gonna set up the first match. And then we'll get started shortly after. Oh, I need to press the right buttons. Sheesh. Alright, free duel. The stream will be a little shorter than normal, just due to the fact that we have 12 participants instead of 16, so this saves us 4 duels. All standard. As you might have noticed in the bracket, I put numbers next to some of the characters. That's just for me to show what decks they're using. Generally, that's what I feel is their best deck or most well-known deck. Sadie's gonna use deck number 3. If nothing's listed, then I only have one deck for them unlocked. Tanya, I did unlock a new deck for after I made the bracket already. But I didn't know which deck. So we want to use Tanya's 3rd deck. There's Alexis. For Alexis, I could use Partner's deck, which I feel like is better than any of her own, but she's going to use her own deck. I did the Partner's deck once with Chaz. For Chaz, I've unlocked a bunch of new things, a bunch of decks that are actually pretty good on their own. So I'm happy about that. I don't expect to use Partner's deck much whatsoever. Here we have Sadie and Alexis Rhodes ready to get this tournament underway. Let's have some fun, shall we? Alexis. Sadie. Duel.
私が勝ったらお店で何か買ってくださいね。女だからって遠慮はいらないわよ。デュエル。
Sadie has a pretty good burn deck, but just like any other deck that has a similar strategy, if you brick a little bit or your opponent has the counters to the right cards, it doesn't really work. Or they have like, something like Dust Tornado or Heavy Storm at the right time when you play Wave Motion Cannon. They can bottomless trap hole your Summon of Lava Golem, stuff like that. Ooh, Machine Angel Ritual, and there's a Dakini to tribute for the second Dakini. That's gonna be a fun one next turn. Let's see what Sadie does.
私に力を貸してモンスターを攻撃
Waiting for Dakini, maybe?
モンスター効果を使うわ 戦闘よ
Yeah, they're waiting for Dakini maybe so they can use their effect to get rid of an opponent's monster. Or they're afraid of something like Bottomless Trap Hole, Mirror Force.
消えなさいモンスターでダイレクトアタック
No monster yet, okay. But no set card being played either, no nightmare. Where's our nightmare wheel? Is Sadie saving the nightmare wheels?
ターンを終了するわ
We can't see Sadie's hand. I wish we couldn't see Alexis's either, but that's just how it works in this game. I think maybe Attack Force 4 onwards, you can't see
モンスターを特殊
the first player's hand either. Oh, there's Lava Golem. Maybe they were just waiting for Lava Golem for the extra damage.
カードをセット
Is that gonna be Nightmare Wheel then? Because the burn is gonna start right here.
今度は
I expected Sadie to get farther
私のターン
and then one tournament she was in, which is either tournament 1 or 2. Didn't get too far. That can happen.
お手柔らかにリバースカードオープンカウンタートラップ発動
Why? Like, okay, the only reason you do that,
手札から装備魔法を使うわ
as opposed to getting rid of Manju when Manju was using its effect when it was summoned, is because you just don't have a Nightmare Wheel. You were hoping for a Nightmare Wheel.
これが最
But
高
that just felt really dumb. Spending all that time summoning the opponent's thing, giving them a Lava Golem. But I guess
モンスターでダイレクト
if you really were hoping for a Nightmare Wheel to stop Lava Golem from attacking, or Magic Cylinder and you just didn't draw into it, then this could be a way to stop yourself from taking 3,000 damage a turn.
リバースカードオープントラップです
Oh no, Morphin Jar.
まだよまだいける
Heavy Storm. Here we go. Come on, do Heavy
ターン
Storm.
エンドありゃ私のターンドロ
What can Sadie do though? Just limited cards.
ーいきますよ
Not looking
モン
good.
スターを攻撃表示で召喚
UFO Turtle, alright. Oh, that can crash into Manju
どうしますよ
and summon Solar Flare
と
for some
モン
damage.
スターで攻撃
Why would you not crash into Manju? You get an extra attack out of it and they lose another monster.
ターンを終了しますよ
The AI knows that they can crash into stuff
私の
because
ター
I've
ン
seen that happen before. Or they're like, oh, I don't need to get destroyed because I can hit something else. Is that it? I've seen the AI plenty of times crash into something of equal attack.
よし私のターンドロー
Come on, Sadie. Well, they didn't crash into you, so maybe you can crash into them now. Here comes the Heavy Storm.
ここリバースカードオープン
Magic,
カウンタートラップ
does she have another spell? No. At least not when she wants to discard. That's unfortunate. Would have been nice to get rid of those cards. Machine Angel Ritual is set, we know
モン
this.
スター効果
So then Dakini would not be able to be summoned for a
いき
while.
ますよモンスター
Although there are 2 more Machine Angel Rituals in the deck, I believe. Not Advanced Ritual Art. I was thinking Advanced Ritual Art, but that's not in the deck because that was on the partner stack that I gave her. Yeah, you should have done that last turn.
まだいける
You would have had the 500 extra damage as
モン
well.
スターをセット
Okay, now would be a really good time to MST, Alexis, to take out one of the sets,
何
and then summon Dakini. Because you have the cards to summon Dakini,
タ
you
ーンを
have
終了しますよ
you can then get rid of Solar. Well, actually, Sadie chooses which card to get rid of, and then you can attack the other one.
ドロー
This is your Dakini turn.
儀式魔法を使うわ
Kaiten Shinogishiki. Hatsuda! Wow, voice crack,
これが
wow.
サイバーガールよモンスターを儀式召喚よ
There's Dakini. Now, which monster does Sadie send to the grave? Knowing Dakini is
モンスター
piercing.
効果を使うわ
Did 1200 damage on Solar Flare. Sadie gets rid of Spirit Reaper, which
これでどう
doesn't get destroyed by battle, but it would have been 2500 damage a turn, so this is probably smart. Does leave Sadie without a monster, but the piercing would have finished it off in 2 attacks against Spirit Reaper anyway. That's probably smart.
カードをセット
Sadie's not looking good. Sadie needs Nightmare
欲しい
Wheel.
ですね私のタ
that he really needs Nightmare Wheel right now. Maybe Magic Cylinder? Not sure if that's in her deck. She's not getting it. He's not getting it. Alexis might finish it here. Can't imagine the sets are useless though. It wouldn't be Divine Wrath. Really. Solemn Judgment for a spell that she literally cannot use. Alexis played you. Actually, probably Alexis was just being dumb and just played it because she feels like it. But you need to have to stop this one. Wait, did she have that Solemn Judgment when Machine Angel Ritual was played? I don't remember. Or whether she did or not, Sadie's out. Alexis moves on to round 2 to face Tanya. Alright, let's bring the bracket up. And it is Alexis Rhodes who's the winner for this duel. She'll face Tanya in the second round. The next duel we are going to see is Dorothy against Camula. Dorothy, who just learned how to duel and has some okay cards. Against Camula and her vampires. Although she doesn't really have a full vampire deck, I believe. Definitely not Dorothy deck number 2, because that deck literally cannot summon anything. It's just not. It's just a bunch of level 5+ monsters that cannot be special summoned. At least deck number 3, she has a chance with. Dorothy against Camula. Time to duel. Like such a dangerous person, and Dorothy is just like, I'm a dark magician girl. Look at me, I'm so cute. Oh, we're gonna see Dorothy's cards now. Yeah, you can see how she has cards that just messes her up. She doesn't even have a monster to play. She doesn't even get to emergency provisions the entire thing. She just has the one. Wow, there's so many. Oh, you see Bone Mouse on the right moving around. Yeah. It's Soul Absorbing Bone Tower, I think, in the back that's moving. Or the souls, anyway. And now chain. Wait, she destroyed the emergency provisions. Griffon's Feather Dust is just the worst emergency provisions. You can't chain it to anything, and it's less life points. If Dorothy gets a monster, would she immediately Thunder Crash it? Is she programmed to Thunder Crash like that? Because I've seen her use something like Immortal of Thunder. And let's say she has Cockroach Knight. But I've never actually seen her activate Thunder Crash, I think. Well, she's not doing too well. Not that I expected her to do well. Camula is winning. What a surprise. I did not expect this. Oh, giant Trunade. Oh no. Now she doesn't have to worry about the trap card that wasn't gonna do anything. Zombie World's back up. And here comes another 3700 damage. Is Dorothy even gonna deal any damage to Camula? Because Cockroach Knight's not strong enough. Immortal of Thunder is not strong enough even if she draws into it. I guess Immortal of Thunder equipped with Sword of... Is it Sword of Deep-Seated? That's its name? If she does that, then she could attack either Zombie Master or Paladin. First of all, does she draw into it? And second, does she not Thunder Crash? She has Gift Card, because, yeah. If she does not play Nurse Bird, she just has Gift Card to help the opponent. And she never activates it. I don't think. She just has it there. Very interesting theme for her dad. But at least this deck can occasionally do something. Especially if the opponent breaks. But Dorothy is one of the worst characters in the game in terms of the deck she has. Red Eye Zombie Dragon. That's a nice card to use in Zombie World. That's a perfect victory against Dorothy. No life points lost. Yep, it is, because she didn't have any monsters. We'll go back to the bracket, where it is relatively easy to see that Dorothy didn't win. Camula moves on and faces the person I predicted to win this tournament, Blair Flanagan. So let's see if Blair actually wins. I think in tournament she was in tournament 1, and there she lost to Sartorius. That's what I seem to remember. But let's see if things go well for her. Let me set up the next match. Well, we're gonna see the person who I predicted would be Blair's opponent in the finals, Dark Magician Girl. Let's see if that happens. Against Yasmin, who uses one of my favorite archetypes in the entire series, Gravekeepers. For Yasmin, I only have one deck. Dark Magician Girl, I have multiple, but I want to use the third deck. Yeah. Dark Magician Girl, Yasmin. Let's duel.
Shiren no Gishiki. 私がお相手する。お手柔らかにお願いします。デュエル。私のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセットです。カードをセットです。ターンエンド。私のターン。ドロー。手札からモンスター
Oh, Necro Valley turn 1. Fuck, Dark Magician Girl's secret village kept still in her hands, so that can get rid of Necro Valley. Now, the Gravekeepers are all spellcasters, so that will help. I think it's about having a spellcaster on the field to be able to use spells. Or, no. It's just if one person has spellcasting and the other one does not. Then whoever does not can't play spells, something like that. How would she not have played Necro Valley? Wait, she did. That was destroyed. Dumb. Okay, pay attention. Now what's Dark Magician Girl gonna do? She doesn't have a monster to summon. That's just gonna add another Dark Magician. And then she can't summon it. Maybe set Torrential. The monster is set, even though the field is clear. You'd think that that's Gravekeeper's guard or spy. That would make the most sense for the flip effect. There's the Valkyrie at. And immediately the secret village comes out. No, okay, so what Yasmin has doesn't matter. It's just if Dark Magician Girl has a spellcaster, Yasmin can't use spells. If Dark Magician Girl does not have spellcasters, she cannot use spells. Doesn't matter what Yasmin has in the field. Yeah, it makes sense. Otherwise, it would be too limiting because most opponents will not play spellcasters. It just happens that Yasmin does. It's just Valkyria can't beat it, and she needs more monster tribute for Dark Magician who could. She plays a little bit of a burn game. Some discard stuff, but not a lot of cards that can force that. So, not optimal, but excuse me, can be some nice damage. If she can pull it off. So far, she's defending. Works well. Dark Magician cast is a good card, but it doesn't work right now. That's a way that damage could have been dealt. 800 total, including the continuous spell. But then it would have been 800 back. Messenger piece can be activated because she controls spellcaster. That's a way to get an extra way to get out of the lock outside of removing the spellcasters off the Dark Magician's field. After the ring. Dark Magic Attack, another nice card when you have Dark Magician on the field. Little bricky for now for Dark Magician Girl, but Yasmin isn't drawing her attacking stuff, isn't getting the second Necro Valley, which would be really nice. Messenger Piece is a really nice card that can stop a lot of decks in their tracks if they don't have MSD or Heavy Storm to get rid of it. Right now it doesn't really matter because she's the Gravekeeper Spies, but when anything comes out that can destroy them, whether that's a monster or then Lightning Vortex, Messenger just stops any attacks. And to keep it on field, just pay 100 life points. She can survive. She can take 80 turns, well 79, before she has to stop using it if nothing else happens. 100 life points cost is very low. I feel like this card should have been a 200 or 300 cost at least. It can be really annoying, but it can be good. And this is, I feel like that card is one of the reasons why things like Dust Tornado, Heavy Storm, MSD are very nice to have in decks. Still can't do anything. When will Yasmin get Necro Valley? That's gonna change. That's gonna change things up. Because then she can suddenly beat some Magician Girl's monsters, but then again she can't attack if she keeps Messenger on the field. So we'll see what happens with that too. Oh, there's Necro Valley. I was just talking about it. Secret Village is gone. Extra power there, but you can't attack yet. Royal Tribute to get rid of monsters. Ooh, there go the Dark Magicians. And that's Magical Thorn versus Royal Tribute, 1500 damage. There we go. Another 300 due to Dark Room and Nightmare. Good move from Yasmin. Well done. I know you have Royal Tribute and it's nice, but you literally know they don't have any. Like, I know you're excited, Yasmin, but calm down. Also, there was no reason to put Spy in attack mode, because even without Messenger, you could not beat Magician's Valkyria. Well, Magical Dimension was so great, would have been so great with Magicians that were in the hand, but they're not there anymore. Alright. She's choosing to keep Messenger of Peace, though. Her ace is Gravekeeper's Chief, who with Necrovelo would be a 2400 attack. She would then need other cards to get rid of potential monsters that are stronger than 24. Cards like Mirror Force that Dark Magician Girl now has. The fact that Messenger is on the field and Yasmin saw so many life points means that this duel could take a while. Going for the burn damage. That's a way to do it. 1500 damage, another 300. Royal Tribute card destruction. That's a valid strategy too. Should Yasmin be getting rid of Messenger of Peace here? She does, because she thinks, okay, now it's time to attack. Not knowing what's a set card in Dark Magician Girl's field. Oh wait, that's something from the graveyard! But Necro Valley stops it, I forgot! No reviving those monsters unless Necro Valley is still in the field. And there's already 2 Secret Villages spellcasters gone. 800 extra burn damage there, but if they stay in attack position, this Mirror Force is gonna hurt. Yup, we knew that it was there. I wish it was a surprise, but this is big. With Messenger of Peace now gone, this was a risk Yasmin was taking. Like, it makes sense in a way. But Dark Magician Girl had the Mirror Force set already. Ah, she had the level limit area be in the back in case it went wrong. Okay, that's a good move then. I approve of it. In hindsight, it's easy to say, oh, I should have kept the Gravekeeper Spies in defense position just in case, but hey. It works. Is Yasmin gonna win on burn damage? He's only lost life points so far to Messenger of Peace. Has she dealt battle damage today? 3,000 total for the Royal Tribute, the card destruction. That's another 600 for Dark Room. Plus another 800 for Curse with Dark Room. But I'm missing something, like a little bit of damage somewhere. I don't think the AI knows how to level limit area B. They should just be setting these monsters if they're gonna get the defense anyway, just so it stays a surprise. But Old Vindictive Magician can attack! And unless Yasmin draws something like Gravekeeper's Curse, that's gonna be a tiny bit of damage every turn. Unless Dark Magician Go really only does this because it used the flip effect, then might as well attack. Then for safety, place it in defense again. No, she keeps attacking. That's not gonna help you against Old Vindictive Magician, is it? It's gonna cost you more life points, just a tiny bit, but it's gonna add up. Wait, you have Giant Trunade! Yo, Dark Magician, you have Giant Trunade, you win! Play Giant Trunade, you win! What are you doing? You had it last turn. Play Giant Trunade, win the game, and you just placed all the sets. This is gonna take a while because she didn't play Giant Trunade. Great. Wait, if she has to discard next turn, it's gonna be 500 damage still, is it? Or is the thorns only for card effect? No, anything discarded to the graveyard. And because she contribute anything, because she doesn't have level 5 plus monsters, she has to discard, which means she takes 500 damage a turn. It's not 800 because of Dark Room, because that only happens if it's... No, wait, it is a card effect that deals the damage. It's not a card effect that discards, but it's a card effect. Yasmin's Trap that deals the damage. So because Dark Magician Girl didn't play Giant Trune, it has now a full set field. So this 500 damage, and then Dark Room a Nightmare adds 300, which is more than the 450 that Ultimate the Magician is dealing. Or even 550 if you count Messenger of Peace. Yasmin's gonna win this way because Dark Magician Girl messed up. Anything like that happens, and she actually has a clear spot. That means at least one more turn of no discard. Which means one more turn of no damage. She needs stuff like that. Also, she can play Giant Truenade again. Dark Magician Guy would like to remind you, if you play Giant Truenade, you can do stuff. There is the Gravekeeper's Curse that she needed. Let's give you another 800 damage, which is great already. And then it's a way to get rid of Ultimate the Magician. Oh, is Dark Magician Girl not gonna play? Is she gonna play Crystal Seer? Let's see. Wait, not Vindictive Magician, but Apprentice Magician. No attack, though. But it can attack. Am I missing something? They can't be like taken out because level limit and the other one. What? Oh, just Magical Dimension again. All right. How would you not attack with Curse, though? Oh, because of Valkyria's effect. Never mind, I completely forgot about that. No other spellcasters can be attacked, so that was just for the burn damage. But now there's nothing Dark Magician Girl can even attack with, so if she doesn't play Giant Truenade, we're just gonna wait another few turns until she has to discard again. It's gonna be one turn of nothing. The second turn will be a set card, and then a third and the fourth turn Dark Magician Girl, assuming nothing strange happens. Duel's over. They've gone through 3/4 of the deck. We're on turn 45. Does she have another Dark Magician in the deck? Doesn't seem like it. She's played the one Dark Magician in Chaos and the two Dark Magicians. They're in the graveyard. All bosses discarded at once with Royal Tribute. So this turn, because she has 7 cards in the hand, well, she would have if she doesn't play anything. She'll set a card. The next turn, that's a forced discard. Maybe she draws into the third Secret Village of Spellcasters to stall another turn for the discard, but it doesn't really help that much. Yasmin's gonna be safe because Dark Magician Girl still doesn't play Giant Truenade. So that continuous trap that I was saying, oh yeah, it's not gonna be used much. It's gonna be used. Whoa, Dark Magician Girl comes out, so that's another turn and no discard. But Dark Magician Girl can't really do much. She just summoned herself to save herself from another turn.
油断はしない。私のターン。ドロー。ターンを終了する。よーし、私のターンね。ドロー。油断はしない。私のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。ターンエンドよ。さすがですね。私のターン。ドロー。
This will be the final turn, probably. And phase, discard, magical thorn. Turns out that that was the win condition in this duel. Add Dark Room and Nightmare. And that's a victory for Yasmin over Dark Magician Girl. Unlimited skills, as if Yasmin knew that Giant True Knight was there. Alrighty, let's go see the bracket. And after two relatively quick duels, this one took quite a bit longer. Your winner is Yasmin, who's gonna fight Mindy, one of Alexis's friends, in the quarterfinals. Next duel, we're gonna set up the final duel in the first round. Serena and Jasmine. We have Yasmin and Jasmine. I believe Jasmine's the one with the Harpy deck. See what we can do with this one. Serena versus Jasmine. Let's duel. Serena has quite a few anime exclusive cards, so I won't know for everything what they do. But Jasmine does have Harpies, and I feel like the Harpy deck has a good chance of winning. Doesn't seem like a great opening for Serena. What is the set card? What is the monster? If it's weaker than double custom, why wouldn't you just play it in defense? In attack. I guess in case it doesn't work, but it's nice to play creature swap alongside cards like Birdface, Mystic Tomato, Mother Grizzly. Because then you can attack into them with the opponent's stronger monster and then still get something out of it. And especially something like Mystic Tomato. You get another monster to then direct attack with, which is really nice. Oh, here come a bunch of sets.
に負けないんだから私のターンドロー手札から魔法発動よモンスターを特殊召喚モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚よ
Ooh, Nephthys. But can't she destroy back artifacts?
カードをセットターンを終了するわありありと見えるぞ私のターンだドロー手札から魔法発動するカードをセット
Just setting everything because Morphing Jar is set.
モンスター効果発動
You know, you could have just set Terraforming. And not wasted the card.
モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚
There's Mako. Double Costin, Reflect Bounder, Mirror Wall. That's some good cards.
あんたなんかに負け
Can't
ない
really make use of much yet, because Nephthys is just too strong.
手札から魔法発
There's Heavy Storm. That's a big one with those that many sets due to Morphing Jar. Meteor Rain Gun, Torrential Tribute, I think it was.
動よ
That might be a bit of a waste of a good card
モン
right
スター
now.
を攻撃表示で召喚よ
Although Bird Phase and attack is still high damage. Perfume would have been a bit more.
こんな
The risk of Harpy's Hunting Grounds, if you summon a Harpy Lady, you're forced to destroy a spell or trap. And if you don't have any others, you have to destroy your own field spell. So maybe that's why she's not playing it and not getting the
こんな
boost.
モンスターで攻撃
Heavy Storm was still the right play, absolutely.
戯れにもならぬターンエンド私のターンだドローいでよモンスターを攻撃表示で召喚するバトル
Double
を
cost and taking out Bird Face, and then she's gonna try and mirror wall Nephthys. And Nephthys doesn't have an effect that activates on a destroy the battle like is it Fire King, High Avatar, Runix in the Zexal era. This is just card effect destruction.
カードを
So Mirror Wall could take it, but now with a Harpy Lady in hand, if she plays a field spell first, she can get rid of it. That's the optimal play here, even not knowing what the set is, probably.
ドロー
Harpy's hunting around, then the Harpy.
手札からフィールド魔法
She's doing it, it looks like. Also, pay attention to the background, because Harpy's hunting ground has a fun animation.
モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚よ
There's Harpy Lady 1. Hunting ground. Takes out the set. There goes Mirror Wall.
戦うわよ
And Jasmine's really taken over at this point. Serene had some nice draws off a Morphing Jar, but she wasn't able to use many of them.
受けてみなさいモンスターで大
Meanwhile, in the background of Harpy's hunting ground, we see an Ojama Delta Hurricane on Harpy Lady.
なんという猛攻
But Harpy survived and now they run away.
運命の輪を止めるの
Or they ran because they beat Harpy, I don't know.
ドロー
It's one of the more complicated animations, but I like
い
it.
でよモンスターを攻撃表示で召喚
I'm not paying attention to the doodle, I'm just looking at Harpy fighting the Ojamas. It's so entertaining.
ターンエンド何をやっても無駄よ私のタ
Here
ーン
comes some effect damage off of Reflect Bounder, but if Jasmine has a good summon now, game's over.
モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚
That is a summon. Oh wait, I thought it was an extra one by its effects. No.
モンスターで攻撃モンスター効果発動
That's some damage. 26.
もう責任取ってよね
Doing more damage onto Serena though. That's 900 battle damage, and then we add another 26.
この程度は想定する
200 life points remaining. She needs a turnaround, and she doesn't have a card in hand to do it. Now for Destiny Draw, which is, for some, is Mirror Force, so she probably wants Mirror Force.
カードをセットターンエンドこ
Our destiny draw is Spirit Reaper to stall. That can work. I don't think her two monsters have any targeting effects, like monster targeting ones, which can get rid of Spirit Reaper. But she didn't set Spirit Reaper! She set the other one! She loses. You destiny drew into something that could save you. Misplay. Serena's out. We don't know if she would have won if she didn't make that mistake, but it definitely cost her. Jasmine is the winner after 12 turns. And there we have our final round 1 matchup now complete. Jasmine has come out victorious. So our round 2, our quarterfinals will be Tanya against Alexis Rhodes, Blair Flanagan against Camula, Mindy against Yasmin, and then Fonda Fontaine against Jasmine. I think as long as Jasmine draws in a Harpy's Hunting Ground, she can win against Fonda and get rid of bad reaction. Because that is the main win condition that Fonda has. Alright, I'm going to set this one up in the background. Tanya, Alexis Rhodes. Gonna see Tanya and her Amazon stack. Let's make 100% sure we want deck 3 for Tanya. Yeah, we want deck 3. At the start of the quarterfinals, Tanya, Alexis Rhodes. Who's gonna move to the semis? Let's find out. Let's duel.
女だからって遠慮はいらないわよ。
デュエルに飢えた私の渇き満たせるかな。デュエル。さーて、私のターン。ドロー。手札からフィールド魔法を発動。
Strong start, 2300 attack on the field.
カードをセット。ターンエンド。
今度はこっちの番よ。私のターン。ドロー。手札から装備魔法よ。これがサイバーガールよ。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚よ。モンスター効果を使うわ。カードをセット。ターンを終了するわ。
さーて、私のターン。ドロー。逃げよう。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。戦闘だ。行くよ。モンスターで攻撃。
Strong offensive start by Tanya. Does Alexis have a trap to respond? She has Mirror Force from the beginning. Ah, that's not good. Does have Monster Reborn, which usually in main phase 2 I don't really approve of, but this one I would definitely say makes sense. Magic Drain, though, stops the Monster Reborn, so now Alexis can direct attack and deal the first damage. the two of Tanya's good months are gone, but she does have another paladin in hand.
私のターンドロー戦いよ
Only Sonic Board's a direct attack. It's something for Alexis.
いい攻撃だ。
ターンエンド
さて、私のターン。ドロー。入れよ。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚する。
Next paladin comes out. Its own effect, Gaia powers 2300 attack. By Sonic Bird. Doesn't mean Alexis can summon a fairy now, but she doesn't have that many fairies that are super strong or like high level that she can special summon with it. Because their cyber angels are rituals. Tournament 1 was won by me. I do not qualify for my own Champions Cup. Here comes Royal Oppression. So, any Machine Angel ritual is not going to work out. Yeah, I won the first tournament. I don't qualify for Champions Cup. Disa, the Page 3 Obelisk Blue Girl, she does qualify. Don Zaloog won the third tournament. So he qualifies, so that's 2 people in. The 4th person in will come from this. Well, no, the 3rd person, the winner from the 4th tournament, is the 3rd person that qualifies. And if we get a double winner at some point, let's say Tiny wins this and she wins the next one too. Or a future one. And she just gets a seeding advantage in the Champions Cup. But she's already qualified at that point. You need to win a tournament to qualify. And maybe at the end of a Champions Cup I move on to the next game, which will be like Tag Force 4, Tag Force 5. But probably 4. I'm most looking forward to getting to 6. Because then more cards are available, especially more characters, I would assume. Actually, I could, now that I think about it, use Mimicry to make a Yusei deck. Because there are the first 2 sets, so I can make a Yusei deck, probably. Like, very early ones, but I can probably make some Yusei stuff. With Royal Oppression, it's stopping Premature Burial, it's stopping Machine Angel Ritual. That's the reason that card is forbidden now. Ooh, there goes Morphing Jar as well. Get rid of some cards, draw some extras herself. Smashing Ground. Alexis had Smashing Ground? She didn't play it? Alexis makes use of Royal Oppression as well. Good choice. Gaia Power back in the field. Are we going to see Blowpiper as well for extra damage? Is that going to be enough? No, not quite. Actually, 34. Hit for 37. No, that is enough. Tanya actually used Giant Trune to get rid of the set that Alexis had. To be able to do this in a safer way. Amazon's Paladin comes in. And Tanya and her Amazonas move to the semi-finals, beating Alexis relatively quickly. Well done, Tanya. She's the last one that had to unlock for the female tournament. Happy I did. Her thirst has not been quenched. She's looking for a strong opponent. Maybe she'll find it in the next round. Where she's going to face either Blair Flanagan or someone else who's part of the Shadow Riders, Camula. And I'm rooting for Camula, I think, but Blair has a really good Lightsworn deck. She can break. She can have some bad luck. Camula can have the right counter cards. But that Lightsworn deck is just very good. A lot of good cards in it. And if Black can just pull that off. Especially when she gets a Judgment Dragon. That's incredible. Also, I have unlocked Blair's Obelisk Blue outfit. It doesn't change anything. She can still use it. Use the same deck. I'm going to use the Obelisk Blue outfit just because I can. I feel like it. She's still going to use her third deck, which is her best Lightsworn deck. I haven't unlocked her maiden decks and her like Slifer Red one. Second quarterfinal match, Blair Flanagan versus Camula. It's time to duel.
ヴァンパイアの貴婦人、このカミューラがお相手しますわ。
乙女の一途な思い、このデュエルに乗せて。デュエル。頑張るぞ、私のターン。ドロー。手札から魔法発動。よろしくね。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。
But Miss James to have good attack power and to put some extra cards in the grave. Rico is already there. I didn't quite see the solo recharge milled. One of the Judgment Dragons went to the grave. That's not good. I believe she does run 1 or 2 copies of Monster Reincarnation. I do like that because that can put stuff like Wolf in the graveyard. Because if you draw into that, that's basically dead draw. Stuff like Solo Recharge or Monster Reincarnation is nice to put that in the grave just to get rid of it. And it allows you to get the Judgment Dragon back. Among others that can be useful in various situations. Now here's one of the reasons why I know the AI knows to crash. Pyramid Turtle destroys itself, but then she can summon something that's bigger. But get over Jane. And she has Malavolt Mech Gokuen. As red as Zombie Dragon as well, decided for Gokuen on this occasion. Probably a good one. But Blair did get rid of Rico. She doesn't have a way out of this. Rico's gonna be nice and just destroying any card, so I probably would have gotten rid of Lila, but hey, in hindsight, it's a lot easier to talk about it. Okay, let's pushing for it. If she keeps this up, Blair might lose. Blair's a very good deck, but so far there's a Judgment Dragon in the grave. We've seen Rico and we've seen Jane. I didn't see what Solo Recharge milled, but so far it is looking good for Camula. But just as long as there's 4 different Lightsworns, or 4 Lightsworns with different names in the graveyard, one Judgment Dragon completely changes the game. Smashing Ground, that makes sense. So you're gonna actually play it? You're gonna summon Jane at least to attack Paladin. If she's smart, she plays Smashing Ground. Oh, Mirror Force on Camula. Oh no, Blair is not looking good because this is again just Jane in the graveyard. Doesn't add a Lightsworn, and she doesn't play Smashing Ground. Why would you not play Smashing Ground? It's gonna save you so much damage. Giant Trunate. Camula's going for the KO. Is that an AI thing that they only play Giant Trunate when they go for the KO? Here comes out a Zombie Dragon. It's not quite the KO, but that's 4,800 damage though. Blair's gonna be left with 700. Blair, I didn't bet on you because I don't do bets for things outside of honor. But I predicted you to win again. You're not looking very good, Blair. You are very good, but just, can you play Smashing Ground and then a good set card? Have Rico? No. Glorious Illusion? That could be nice. Smashing Ground could fit a zombie dragon. Is that a monster? Gonna add another Lightsworn to the grave. Glorious Illusion, I think, is one that special summons a Lightsworn from the grave. So maybe they attack with Goku and then they summon Jane. If Camula's second monster is weaker than Jane. And then, assuming it happens that way, she can summon Celestia. That's equal to Jane. If Goku attacks, this could be really good for Blair, yeah. And now Glorious Illusion into Jane, and then hope that Camula cancels the attack. Because if she does, Celestia can come out. Which puts more stuff in the grave, but it destroys Goku. And Camula hasn't had a set card. Oh, this is where Blair takes over. She doesn't need Judgment Dragon. Glorious Illusion actually was a really nice card. She gets a Destiny draw alongside it as well. Is that JD? No, it's just Mirror Force, but... Here comes Celestia. I would assume yes. Puts 4 cards from the deck in the graveyard, destroys 2 opponents' cards. Which are both very positive. Rico... Okay, enough is in the graveyard for JD if she draws into it. The only cards I didn't see were Solar Reachers, but there's at least 4 different... There's Rico, there's Genus, there's Graganif, there's Rico. No, I said mentioned Rico, there's Jane. There's at least 4 Lightsworns in the grave. That's good damage. Camula seems to have mostly monsters. And there's a Mirror Force ready. Oh, Blair's on that comeback right now. Mirror Force wasn't even that needed, but she made use of Destiny draw while she had it. From Zombie World. How much is that really going to help her right now? No, not even going to give them a chance. Mystical Space Typhoon, get out. Someone's an attack monster. Goku, and because that can get rid of Celestia. Give me no some of that attribute just has a negative effect during the end phase. But Celestia's staying here. Blair chooses the offensive by using Mirror Force now, knowing even that Goku would be getting rid of in the end phase. She wants to deal the big damage, realize she has the advantage and she has to push now for the best chance of victory. Summon Lumina, discard for another summon. That makes no sense. Actually, she can't play a set card, so she assumes that Camula only has monsters and that Celestia can beat set monsters. And this might actually be good, because then even a Destiny draw into something like a Mirror Force or a Sword Revealing Light or something like that just cannot be played. I'm pretty sure it's activate and set cards. For spells and traps anyway. Blair's looking good, but Camula needs just one good card to counter. The fact that Lumina's in attack is actually dangerous. A normal summon Zombie Master is done for. She doesn't have it. I just realized that could have been game over. We're just having the standard music again because we close on life points. Beckoning Light, probably not what you wanted. Here comes Lumina. This could be the finisher, depending on what that set is. If it can be beaten by Jane or Celestia, whoever attacks, it's over. It's Spirit Reaper. Camula survives. Can Camula stall until she decks out? 2 traps, so that's not Judgment Dragon. There's Wolf. Still no Judgment Dragon. I think she runs 3 in the deck. But then again, 2 of them might have been milled by Solar Recharge. I don't remember. I just remember there being 1 in the graveyard.
私のターン
Lumen defense, very good choice. Because otherwise that could just be your loss.
魔法発動
Book of Life, that's gonna be a big one. Zombie Dragon? Zombie Dragon.
おいでモンスターを特殊召喚
That's 600 damage on Jane. With 100 left. Dragonith right now would be a victory, would be an absolute win condition.
モンスターで
Judgment Dragon, well, can't use its effect because Blair's below 1,000 life points.
痛くない痛くない
モンスターをセット
Now Wolf and Celeste even being in attack position are loss conditions. Because of Zombie Dragon's 2400 attack.
私の
Blair needs to go defense again. Pot of Avarice. Ooh, let's see what 2 draws she gets out of that. This might be key. JD Rico, that makes sense. I would have chosen at least those 2 as well. Torrential Tribute.
効果発動この子
Rico in defense, sure, just to get another monster. You want Torrential, I would think. And then... No!
頑張ってモンスターで攻撃
Just drawn into an attack.
発
Even Celestia, even if Celestia goes defense, Wolf is in attack. Blair needs Camula to summon a monster
モンスター
and then play Torrential. That's the only way, because otherwise Zombie Dragon attacks Wolf and is done.
ターンエンド
That's a JD in the grave. But with Celestia stays in attack as well, why would you do that?
動ドロー
I guess it doesn't matter with Wolf there. Camula's probably going to summon
私
Paladin.
の手下よモンスターを
Blair, play Torrential, otherwise you're done.
リバースカード
She does play Torrential Tribute, so we're doing the top deck game now. And Camula still has 2 cards in hand. There's a chance that one of them is a card that, like a monster with at least 100 attack. Even if the Spirit Reaper would be enough in a direct attack. If she draws Judgment Dragon now, or a third one. If she draws it now.
ドロー
If it's Jane, it could be over. It's another Pot of Avarice. Does she have she has enough monsters there, right? Yes, but she doesn't play it? I would think she has at least 5 monsters in her 30-card graveyard. Yeah. How would she not play it?
魔法発動
Book of Life, this is done! Camula beats Blair!
私の手下よモンスターを特殊召喚
Blair, for some reason, didn't play Pot of Avarice. And Camula with Majestic Mech Gokuen
モンスターでダイレクト
goes to the semifinals. We're gonna see a Shadow Rider semifinals with Camula and Tanya. Blair again gets knocked out. Doesn't even get to the semifinals. Blair's record isn't that good, and she has one of the best decks in the game.
私の亀にかかればこのぐらいたやすいこと
ああ負けちゃった君強いんだね
Second qualifier for the semifinals. Camula. Ooh. Wait, we had Disa who qualified. And then we had... Yeah, Don Zaloog is one of the Shadow Riders. He already qualified for the Champions Cup. Are we going to see another Shadow Rider qualify for the Champions Cup? Which, to be clear, those that weren't here last tournament for the explanation, I'm working towards a Champions Cup, which is going to be like the best of the best tournament for Tag Force 3. And the people that can participate in it are those that have won a tournament before. I won the first one. I'm not going to be in Champions Cup. Disa won Tournament 2. She'll be there. Don Zaloog won Tournament 3. He'll be there. That's 2 spots filled. 14 more to go. Once 15 of the 16 spots have been filled, we're going to have one more tournament of what I call a last chance qualifier, where everyone who I believe deserves one final shot is put together in a tournament, which might be a bigger tournament than 16. And then we're just going to have fun with that, and then we have 16 people in there, double champions to get a seeding advantage. I think it's going to be a really exciting time. But we're far from there. We still have a lot more to go. A lot more tournaments to host. Some themed, some not. For now, we go to the quarterfinals of tournament for the female-only tournament. Oh, we're gonna have Yasmin, our Gravekeeper player, who beat Dark Magician Girl. Like, my finalist predictions, Blair and Dark Magician Girl both lost in their first match. I need to just stop making predictions, I think. So Tanya, in her first match, she started in round 2-1, but I feel like I'm lost. What can Mindy do? Mindy versus Yasmin in the third quarterfinals. Let's duel.
試練の儀式、私がお相手する。
デュエルが強いこと、素敵な殿方の最低条件ですわ。デュエル、遠慮はいたしませんわよ。私のターン、ドロー。モンスターをセット。
Minnie has an interesting burn deck. Her main burn card is Dark Snake Syndrome.
ターンエンドですわ。
And that come out with Death's Wombats can actually be very dangerous, especially in the late turns. Because Dark Snake Syndrome increases effect damage to both players every turn.
手札からフィールド魔法発動。仲間をモンスターを攻撃表示で召喚よ。モンスター効果発動。
聞きませんことよ。
戦いを。さあ、モンスターで攻撃する。このくらいなら。手札から永続魔法よ。カードをセット。ターンエンドよ。
遠慮はいたしませんわよ。私のターン、ドロー。
リバースカードをオープン。永続トラップ発動。
戦闘ですわよ。モンスターで攻撃ですわよ。
リバースカードをオープン。永続トラップよ。
イケメン揃いですわよ。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。カードをセット。ターンエンド。
はい、私のターン。ドロー。来て、赤森の長を召喚。
There's a race we didn't see the entire time in the first round. It was Gravekeeper's Chief.
モンスター効果発動。
Can't attack due to Gravity Bind and Messenger.
モンスターを特殊召喚。
I am surprised they didn't play Chief for some burn damage. Because Commandant can't attack either.
手札から魔法発動する。
Monster Rebirth. Thanks to Chief, you can actually use that on your own graveyard.
特殊召喚。
Not blocked by Necro Valley. Curse can do something.
モンスター効果発動。
Can attack through both Gravity Bind and Messenger, but Monsters and Mindy side are too strong for it. Gravity Bind is required for Giant Rat because it can't attack under Messenger.
ドロー。
I feel like we need Dark Snake Syndrome to spice up this
モン
duel.
スターをセット。
The Morphing Jar? No, okay. Because Yasmin would probably love you to play Morphing Jar.
私のターン。
I'd love for Dark Snake Syndrome to come in because that'll speed up the duel.
戦いを。行ってモンスターで攻撃する。
Gonna try and attack Curse. Imagine that being Destiny Hero Defender or something like Stone Statue, the Aztecs who deals, I think, double damage.
ターンを終了する
If it's attacked into,
参ります。
there's gonna be a bunch of reflection damage.
ドロー
Dust Koala,
モンスターをセット。
can be a nice card, but she doesn't have a lot of cards in hand.
ターンエンド。
Okay, there's nice at Morphing Jar, but you need to have Dust Koala and Morphing Jar.
私のターンドロー
Because now you're gonna get rid of Dust Koala, you can't make use of it next turn. Now, if we go by the assumption that Curse will attack into it, then what are you gonna do about it?
戦いをさあモンスターで攻撃する
Here goes Morphing Jar. Let's see what kind of fancy new cards. No Magic Cylinder. She is gonna play this Koala. Alright, 1300 damage. That's good by Mindy. Takes the lead in life points.
ターンエンドよ
Is she gonna set Death Koala? I would hope so, and then I hope that Morphing Jar gets attacked first. I would
ドロー
think.
カードをセット。
Why not Death Koala first? Are you waiting for a different monster? Oh, a bunch of Stalkers. Their own messenger, level limit. Oh, this is gonna be a fun duel. I hope she draws into Dark Snake Syndrome soon and actually chooses to play that on her final open spot
ドロー
on in the Spell and Trap Zone. Otherwise, we're gonna have another long duel. But Jasmine's deck isn't super stally, but then again, I say that. She has Gravity Bond, she has Messenger, she has
手札
Level Limit Area B, all three of them. General stall cards that are annoying. Add swords.
戦
But that's
闘
not
よ
continuous.
行ってモンスターで攻撃する
Thorns is out, Dark Room for some extra damage.
聞きません
Here's
こと
some
よ。
battle damage onto Morphing Jar.
モンスターをセッ
What?
ト手札から魔法発動
Why would she get rid of Curse? Royal Tribute for the discard. But there's no monsters!
ターンエンドよ
遠慮はいたしませんわよ。
What sets, like, what level 5 plus monsters does she have outside of another chief? You can only have one chief. There's Dark Snake Syndrome, play it!
だから永続魔法発動。
We're gonna have some fun here. And Death Wombat's on Mindy's side. And Death Wombat means Mindy can't take effect damage. Yeah, so even Dark Room and the other one wouldn't have worked. The Thorn card, because of Death Wombat. The Dark Snake Syndrome starts with 200 damage during Mindy's standby phase to both players, and then it doubles every turn, so it's 400, 800, 1600, etc.
手札から
But with Death Wombats on the field, no damage is taken. Like, oh yeah, look, this card's Magical Thorn will activate, but Death Wombat stops the damage. It's Guardian Sphinx!
発動
Oh, that's huge. That's actually, I forgot she had that completely. That's such an annoying card once it hits the field.
ターンエンドよ
That means... Oh, she should have played that and then card destruction. That would have been massive damage
ドロー
from Thorns. Oh, that was a mistake from Yasmin. But now Mindy's gonna take a 200 in the future turns potentially as well. Yasmin's still behind in life points, so it's gonna be a draw or a win for Mindy if it's just Syndrome that's gonna deal the damage. Or, no, actually,
聞きませんことよ。
she'll take the lead potentially due to
モン
Dark
スタ
Room.
ーをセット。
That's to get rid of, gets rid of Death Wombat, that's 800 more
聞きま
damage.
せんことよ。
Should have summoned Death Wombat, I think. To stop them from taking more damage. Guardian Sphinx is gonna get rid of the monster anyway.
ターンを終了いたします。
Oh, Yasmin's gonna take the...
私のターンドロー
It's Guardian Sphinx that's probably her win condition. Dark Sphinx combination with Dark Snake Syndrome. I think it's gonna be what wins it for her. Keep Messenger out. I don't think that's needed at this point with Gravity Bunch still up. Would save her some life points, which might matter in the long run. Mindy can't even play her Mirror Force, can't play her
参ります。
Mystical Space Stuff because the other stuff is set.
ドロー
She has Messenger Peace sets, which isn't going to help her whatsoever. 400 damage each. And an additional 300 to Mindy. Slight lead for Yasmin there. She'll lose another 100 for Messenger. Yasmin's totally taking the lead, and depending on the other damages that might be dealt in between, it probably won't be much. This could be a draw. Or what do I do if it's a draw? Do I just have them fight again? Or does neither advance? I haven't thought about that. I've only ever seen one draw this entire game. And that was me playing myself in a tag duel. And I think it was because of Dark Snake Syndrome. It was against Mindy and Jasmine, I think. Yeah, and Alexis' story. I'm not sure if that was in the eventual recording or not, but there's you and Alexis against Mindy and Jasmine. And I think it was a tie because of Dark Snake Syndrome. That's the only draw I have. Chief can attack, and this is some extra damage as well. But what does Mindy have set? Is this a chance for Mindy to play something torrential tribute? They got rid of Sphinx. Mindy's behind on life points and a bit more because of Curse combined with Dark Room. But now Mindy at least has a chance to do something, because one of her Speller trap zones is opened up, and two, she can do stuff with monsters because Guardian Sphinx is gone. But what will she do? She's behind 1800 points, Dark Snake Syndrome is still active. She might have to MST her own Dark Snake Syndrome. Because here comes 800 damage. Next turn is going to be 16. Add Dark Room does 1900 damage. Which would leave Mindy with 300. So Mindy can make it through one more turn of Dark Room. And Dark Snake. Is it going to hit the Dark Snake? No, it's going to hit Gravity Bind. So the giant rat can attack. Yes, that might be what Mindy needed. Giant Rat's below 1500 attack, so it gets past Messenger. Might actually be a smart idea, yeah. So if you play Messenger as a stall card in your deck, to have stuff like Mother Grizzly and Giant Rat, so you can still keep attacking. This might be a draw. What am I supposed to do if it's a draw? Do I coin flip? Twitch chat, and YouTube VOD watchers later. I'll make a decision now, but you can give your suggestion in the YouTube VODs in case this happens again, which will be rare. Wait, no! Giant Rat's gonna attack! If that set card from Yasmin doesn't stop Giant Rat wins! Either way, Twitch chat and YouTube VOD watchers, please put in the comments in the chat. What is your suggestion for what I do in a draw? This is not group stage or whatever. And we're not getting a draw. Mindy wins. Thanks to Yasmin summoning Curse and Torrential Tribute opening up a spot in the Spell and Trap Zone right in time. That was the last turn that was possible for Mindy to still take the victory. She takes it with 300 life points left. She's harsh. Cold-blooded. We move to the bracket and we add our third quarterfinal. This is Mindy. We have two people that know each other well. Hi, Light, by the way. Welcome to the stream. Tanya and Camila, two Shadow Riders, are in the semifinals. Are we gonna see two Obelisk Blue Girls, two very good friends, face each other in the other semifinals of Mindy and Jasmine? If that's the case, then Jasmine first has to get through Fonda Fontaine and her nurse burn death. I see some more viewers have come into the stream. Hello, welcome, nice to see you. I'm doing a Yu-Gi-Oh! Attack Force 3 CPU tournament, but with only female characters. We're currently about to start the last quarterfinal match. Fonda Fontaine, the school's nurse, against Jasmine, one of the obelisk blue students who uses harpies. Let's duel.
私に勝てたら少しは見直してあげるわ。さあ、いらっしゃい。デュエル。よし。
She has Reficule from the start. That's a good start. She does, and she has bad reaction. Makes sense. She doesn't have Reficule yet. Yeah. Play it like that. I hope there's no Harpies hunting around turn 1 plus a Harpy. That would be bad. Bad for the nurse. Revealing bad reaction immediately. It's Sangan set, not Burning Algae. Harpies hunting ground. Yeah, that could be Fonda's undoing immediately right there. But it's a set monster, there's no Harpy. Harpies Underground is just for bonus switch. They don't know what the other card is, it's not good enough. Sangan probably can't beat her card, which I'm gonna guess is Birdface. I think does Soul Taker work on face down monsters? I think Fonda knows. Like, does the AI still remember the stats of the one? This Refuel already comes out. Going on the offensive now. Hand of Nephthys. Sangan could have beaten that. Sangan goes to Fonda's Graveyard, so it's actually Fonda that gets the advantage out of this creature swap. Adds another Nurse Reficule in case Bad Ration and the first Nurse Reficule are done. Looking good for Fonda. Soul Taker set, not really sure why. Maybe to draw in a Dust Tornado. I need to bait them into choosing that over Bad Reaction. Just Hunter Owl. Boosted by its own effects and by Hunting Ground. That's 1100 damage. But with Fonda not being able to beat that monster by battle, this looks like the first Soul Taker play. And with Nose Reficule and with Bad Reaction active, they just need one. It's gonna be 1000 damage to Jasmine. Oh, Fairy Lily. This could be a big damage turn if Jasmine's set isn't something like Torrential Jupiter Mirror Force. Fonda has her Nurse Burn fully active. Going on the offensive with Injection Fairy Lily. Is it Torrential? Doesn't seem like it. Is it Mirror Force? We'd see it right now. It is not, because we're in the damage tab at this point. 2,000 life points paid. 3,000 extra attack. Massive damage on the Jasmine. If the Nurse Burn can start well, it's very dangerous. And there's still another Soul Taker for next turn, assuming there's a face-up card. I think it requires a face-up, right? Yeah. Fonda is looking super good. What can Jasmine do? She probably has this turn. Doesn't Destiny draw. Gets Monster Reborn, though. To get Hunter Owl back. Probably want to attack Reficule. But Injection Fairy Lily's attack will just win Fonda the duel. She doesn't even need Soul Taker for it. Will she play it with Bad Reaction still active? Or will she just attack? Let's see what Fonda does. Multiple ways this turn 7 could be the final turn of the duel. Let's play Soul Taker to make it 600 life points remaining for Jasmine.
もう責任取ってよね。
She's an Obelisk Blue female student. Her dorm leader, Fonda Fontaine.
ダイレクターアタック。
And she's showing she can duel.
効果発動。
2,000 more life points paid. Massive damage straight onto Jasmine. And the dorm leader, the school nurse, makes it. Fonda Fontaine to the semifinals. Mindy needs to watch out.
その信じらんない。少しは手加減しなさいよ。先生の勝ちね。もうしょうのない子。
And on the bracket, we add our final semi-finalist, Fonda Fontaine. Alright, who's going to win this tournament? 4 characters remaining. Tanya against Camula. Mindy versus Fonda Fontaine. 3 duels remaining until we get our 4th champion and our 3rd qualifier for the Champions Cup. And while I set things up, you can also help me decide what the next tournament will be. Will it be a standard one? Or will it be one of the following themes? I have the all-female tournament, which includes these 12 characters, plus all females from page 3. A male-only tournament, but I'm going to select 16 males, not every one of them. All males from page 1 and 2. I want to have a staff members tournament at some point, so all the teachers, the dorm leaders, stuff like that. I have ideas for dorm tournaments, so Slifer, Ryla, or Obelisk Blue. Their teachers count, just as Crowler and Fonda being part of the Obelisk Blue one. And there's a bunch of characters that aren't associated to a dorm, such as Shepard, such as Kagamaru, Don Zaloog, Supreme King, stuff like that. Any other themes are appreciated too. I intend to have at least one tournament before the Champions Cup that has all page 1 and 2 characters together, and then all page 3 characters together, and maybe even page 1, 2, and 3. But at that point, I'm not going to do animations because that tournament will take way too long because there's 125 characters. That's a lot. Yeah, and remember, I can use Mimicry to play any deck, so I can add Yami Yugi to this tournament as well if I would like. Male only next? Yeah, that makes sense after we've done a female one. The question is, which males do I select out of the 16? Or do I just do all page 1 and 2 males together? That is something I have a bit of time to decide on for the next tournament. I generally do like 1 tournament a week. That generally seems to work out well. Let's set up this first semi-final. Two Shadow Riders. Which of them has the chance? Which of them will get the chance in the final to fight for the 2nd Shadow Rider victory in succession? Yeah, in succession. Because Don Zaloog won the last one. Don Zaloog became the champion of the previous, mostly randomized tournament. Randomized in the sense of who participates. Stay hydrated, thank you. Thanks for that redemption. I do drink some water sometimes, but there's a reason I have that redemption, just to remember to actually drink, because that is something I forget sometimes. The first semifinals, Camula, Tanya. Which Shadow Rider goes to the finals? Let's duel.
パイアの貴婦人、このカミューラがお相手しますわ。デュエルに飢えた私の渇き、満たせるかな？デュエル
I think Camila is one of the coolest duelists. I don't really like Tanya's one. Gaia power again, just like in Tanya's previous duels. Starting off with Gaia power. Amazon's chain mad, so we get 2000 attack on the field at the start. And there's Royal Oppression, so that's a good start for Tanya. It's set Torrential as well, so this is the moment to use Heavy Storm if Camila happens to draw into it early. Why Royal Oppression already? Now, if she doesn't special summon something, she can use it if you want to. Which isn't often. Maybe Premature Burial. No other sets. Not a great start by Camila. I'd say Tanya with the early advantage. Play Paladin or Command Knight? Paladin. Zombie Master down. Here comes 2000 damage. That could be even more next turn if Camila doesn't draw any good defensive spells or traps. And her monsters are decent at best. No Zombie World either to get rid of Gaia power. Swordswoman is in the hand, which is a very nice card in Amazoness. Command Knight boosts the power of all the warriors by 400 points. Both good cards to play. True Nade, you probably don't want to play that. Command Knight, every warrior gains an additional 400. And Command Knight is a fire monster, so it doesn't get boost. Why would you try True Nade? Okay, as long as you play Gaia power again, but I don't really see the point. She didn't have a set card. Card save return. I feel like that's a waste. Outside of like deactivating Royal Tribute, was it? Royal Oppression. Royal Tribute, someone else. Camila doesn't have a good turn now. It's over early. Tanya's strong, especially if she opens Gaia power. She has had a strong opening both times. Camila really doesn't seem to be able to do something about it. Card of Safe Return is back. That was expected. But what else is there? A set monster? Is there a set card? A spell or trap? Yes. There is one. But is that bluff? Or is this Tanya winning on turn 7? This is where Giant True Knight should have been played. Full on offense for Tanya. This is Mirror Force, then ouch. But otherwise, this is obliteration. This is not Spirit Reaper, right? Yeah. That's the way that it can be done. Now we have the Destiny draw. Emma's still very much behind it because Monster Reborn. That was a Destiny draw. She gets Goblin Zombie, but it's stopped by Royal Oppression. Camila couldn't even make use of it. So no extra draw for card save return either. Summons monster and attacks. Zombie Dragon, she gets rid of her stall. A Spirit Reaper. But then doesn't attack? Can Zombie Dragon not beat any of them?
ドロー
What's Command Knights if I cannot attack any of the others?
さあ来い
Or cannot attack that one?
落ちて召喚する
Tiger gets extra attack for every Amazoness. Yeah, they can beat Zombie Dragon for sure here. Time to finish it. Go, Tanya.
スターで攻撃
3,000 as well. The others were just too strong. With Gaia Power, with Paladin, with Command Knight. Zombie Dragon just couldn't beat them. That was a misplay by Camula for sure. And it's Tanya moving to the finals. The final female unlocked for the tournament, and what power she has shown so far. Oh, Tanya's good.
なんてこと誇り高きヴァンパイアが人間に負けるなんて
ああもっと強い男はいないのか
So who is she going to face in the finals? Is it gonna be a regular student? Or the dorm leader of the Obelisk Blue Girls dorm? One with the burn deck, one with the nurse burn deck. I'm looking forward to whenever I do the next tournaments that I do include at least one character with mimicry. Maybe like the male only tournaments. 'Cause if I do the male only tournament that isn't everyone from page 1 and 2, then there's going to be 16 that I select, or maybe 16 random ones. I'm not sure. But at least one of them I'm probably going to make either Star Tier or... No, Star Tier is going to be in the Royale tournament, is going to be in the Stop tournament, so probably I'll do strings. The first user slide for the Sky Dragon, Battle City, original anime. I made a deck for strings. I'll show them off after the tournament if I remember. Actually, I can show it after this duel even. We have the second semi-finals. Mindy versus Fonda Fontaine. Who will fight Tanya in the finals for a chance to become the next person qualifying for the Champions Cup? Let's duel.
Sa, いらっしゃい。デュエルが強いこと。素敵な殿方の最低条件ですわ。デュエル。参ります。私のター
Ooh,
ン。
Death Koala turn 1.
ドロー。
Set it, Mindy. Set it. Because that's the biggest damage you can do with it, probably.
発動。
So if Goth goes into MST, sure.
モンスターをセット。
Set Koala. Why are you not setting Koala? This is your best chance for the big damage, because people generally don't set stuff in main phase 1 unless they have Morphing
よ
Jar.
ーし、私のターンね。ドロー。手札から魔法発動よ。
Rain of Mercy. Why would you play that now without Reficule? There's no real advantage to playing it now. It's early duel, you're not going to survive extra without it. With it. Wait for Reficule or
手
reaction.
札から魔法発動よ。
Why? Those are just showing you don't have many cards to play with. Because that's just... Sure, both players have extra life points now. We only have 4 cards to use.
カードをセット。ターンエンド。参ります。私のターン。ドロー。これはいかがでしょう。モンスターを攻撃装置で召喚。
Will it be offensive both Giant Rats? Yes.
バトルですわ。 行きますわよ。モンスターで攻撃ですわよ。
The two sort of burn decks going for offense, just burning algae. That's gonna heal Mindy though. Or if that's only on destruction, is that flip effect? I don't remember.
カードをセッ
I think it's on destruction.
ターンエンドですわ。よーし
Yeah, when it's sent to the grave, opponent's life points reduced by 1,000.
ドロー
No early bad reaction, which she would have activated it. That might be bad reaction, we'll see. No Nurse Reficule either, it looks like. So Fauna doesn't have as good of a start, and she does really need that to get her strategy going. That or perhaps an early turn injection Fairy Lily.
モンスターをセット。手札から魔法発動ですわ。
Not sure I agree with the swords used though. Could have waited with it.
ターンエンドですわ。
Unless they want to wait until Fauna gets more cards in hand
私のターンね。
for more burn with this koala.
ドロー。ターンエンドよ。参ります。私のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。カードをセット。永続魔法ですわ。ターンエンド。よーし、私のターンね。ドロー。かわいいのよ。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚よ。リバースカードオープン。トラップ発動。
The moment she activated a trap when his Refuel came out, I knew it was gift card. Didn't see gift card last time, but that's such massive damage. Imagine if she kept Rain of Mercy, that would have been effectively 4,000 life points lower for Mindy at this point. She would have had 2,900. She would have lost that 2,000 instead of gaining it.
永続トラップよ。
Dark Cure, so whenever Mindy summons something, she loses more life points.
遠慮はいたしませんわよ。
And with Mindy's level limit on the field, she can't beat Nurse Reficule. At least for the moment, there's another gift card. If she would have waited with Rain of Mercy, it would have been done already. Ooh, that's why she opened slow. She had gift card.
なんてこと。
Mindy needs Morphing Jar right now to get past Nurse Reficule. But that activates Dark Cure, so that's some more damage.
モンスター効果発動。聞きませんことよ。
Half their attack as damage. There's Dark Snake, but you can't play it right now. Not sure if Dark Snake will be smart. This one might count as effect damage. Does it count as effect damage if it's
モンスター効果よ。
Nurse Reficule plus gift card?
戦いますわよ。
It does count as effect damage. It's not just the opponent loses so much life points, it's they take effect damage. That must be in the wording of it. I want to read it.
モンスター効果よ。
That Death Wombat is really helping, and with Nurse Reficule gone, that's healing.
ターンエンドですわ。
I'm gonna look up Nurse Reficule's text.
私のターンね。ドロー。おいで、モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚よ。カードをセット。ターンエンドよ。参ります。私のターン。ドロー。
Yeah, the Nurse Reficule says
使います。永続トラップよ。
make your opponent gain inflicts the same points as damage. So it does say inflict damage. So yeah, it makes sense that this one would be worse. Heavy Storm, massive destruction, but it also gets rid of bad reaction. Was that a gift card? Did I see a gift card? Why did she not chain that if that was a gift card? If that was a gift card, that would have been 3,000 damage.
いけない子モンスター効果を使います
There's gonna be 2 summons and Nimble Momonga in defense and some extra life points for Fonda. But Mindy absolutely has the advantage here. Does she play Dark Snake main phase 2?
モンスターで
But she is still behind on life points. Way
モンスター
behind.
効果よ
It's a risk, I probably wouldn't play it. Then again, no, she has Death Wombat. She then also sets Gravity Bind.
モンスターで攻撃
Yeah, Dark Snake
モ
is
ンスタ
smart,
ー効果発動
I'd say. Fonda definitely healing a bunch of life points. Made a mistake earlier playing Rain and Mercy too early.
これですわモンスターで
Admiral's Refuge's gone, we've seen multiple other cards gone. Fonda could have won. If she played the Rain and Mercy better, and if it was gift card that I saw being destroyed by Heavy Storm, combined with that then as well, she could have won already.
継続魔法発動
Actually, no, she shouldn't have. Actually, activating it wouldn't have mattered because it does one bug.
ターンエンド
Assuming bad reactions is damage as well.
よーし私のターンねドロー
Bad
かわいいのよモンスターを攻撃表示で紹介よ
There it is. Yeah, bad reaction also says inflict
待
damage.
ってるよ
It explicitly says it. So that's why it wasn't
モンス
activated.
ターで攻撃しますモンスター効果を
Just going for Death Wombat. That's the win condition. She has some life points to spare. This is going to be some pretty big damage. The Gravity Bind is in effect. Injection Fairy Lily because it's level 3.
カードをセット
Pretty big damage on Mindy, and now Dark Snake will affect her as well. We don't have a second Death Wombat. She has to watch out for
ドロー
Lily doing something more.
リバースカードよ永続トラップ発動
New bad reaction is out.
Me いけない子
Wanda hasn't given up.
野蛮な殿方
She's still in this. Thanks to Injection Fairy Lily.
手札から装備魔法発動
Death Wombat? That's another 800 life points though. She should have just normal summoned it. Or not. Yeah, maybe playing this in defense is smart.
モンスターを特殊召喚
Are you gonna go for attack? That would have been more damage, but that forces Lily to use the effect. Leaving the giant rats there too.
ターンを終了いたします
It forces the 2,000 life point payment, but
無理しないで私
with
の
the
ター
then
ン
1,800 points of damage that it can deal. Yeah! No, 16, 30. No, that is 18.
おいで
Game's over if she attacks
攻撃表示で
this
召喚
woman or giant rat. She has another Lily. This is game over.
戦闘よ
Fonda wins.
モンスターで攻撃モンスター効果を使います
That's 1,800 damage. And the opponent for the wild Amazonas is the school nurse. That nurse burn deck is good.
先生の勝ちねもうしょうのない子いやーケチョンケチョンですわ
You tried, Mindy, you tried. But both you and Jasmine lost to Fonda Fontaine, who now has just one single duel remaining to call themselves a champion and qualify for the Champions Cup. Who's gonna join Disa and Don Zaloog? Disa is one of Fonda's students. Don Zaloog is one of Tanya's allies. Ooh. Let's see, let's set this one up. Fonda at the top. Making sure we have deck number 2. Tanya at the bottom. This will be our final match. Who's gonna take it? Let me know in chat. Let me know in the comments. Who's it gonna be? Let's put up a little poll. Great poll. Who will be the champion? Tanya Fontaine. Fonda shows that she absolutely is a dangerous person. If she gets the bad reaction, the nurse, and especially with gift card. Tanya's been super powerful from the start. Gaia Power both times just overpowered her opponents. And we probably haven't even seen all of her. I'm gonna predict Tanya, but I'm really not sure. Like they could absolutely both do it. That's the fun part of these tournaments. It's single duels. If even the best person can brick, even the weak person can draw the right cards at the right times and win. That's why these tournaments can be so fun, because you can have really strange, like unusual people that become the victors here. I was very surprised that Don Zaloog won the last one, but he did. Alright, we have a tie. Tanya Fontaine in terms of the predictions in the poll. Let's get the duel started. Who will be our fourth champion? And who's going to be our third one to qualify for Champions Cup? Tanya Fontaine. Let's duel.
Sa, デュエルに飢えた私の渇き、満たせるかな？デュエル。
Tanya goes first again. Just like in all her previous duels, but she does not open with Gaia Power. Has 2 royal oppressions though, which I don't think is forbidden yet in this game. Because every character has a deck with forbidden cards that they only play if you use forbidden cards yourself. But I don't use it, so that's why I haven't even unlocked those decks. They probably don't have Reficule then if they play Soul Taker already. Playing it a bit defensive to start, which is fine. They had Reficule! Why wouldn't you summon that? There is no magic gem or something that would stop Soul Taker. Tanya just now has 2,000 more life points than they should have, if you play smart. Okay, Reficule with a direct attack. Are those set cards protective or just is a gift card? Because Amazon is Fighter in Tanya's hand, which is 1500 attack. It can beat Nurse Reficule. It's gift card or bad reaction? It's bad reaction. Premature Burial. But because you prematurely activated your Royal Oppression, you're not gonna get your card. This is why you don't prematurely activate it. You just wait until the opponent tries to special summon something. You messed up, Tanya. I guess Fonda messed up as well with not summoning Reficule before Soul Taker. Amazon's Fighter though can take out Nurse Reficule. Bad reaction still in the field. So something like gift card, Soul Taker, Raid, and Mercy can still do big damage. Monster Reborn. This is where Royal Oppression should have been activated. Like, it should have stayed set until this point. Monster Reborn stops, that was smart. Only a set. If that's Burning Algae, then that can still do some nice damage. And it protects them from the 1500 attackers. And unless Tiger or Paladin or something like that shows up, Command Knight, Gaia Power, there's Command Knight. Command Knight powers everyone up. They can get past Algae now as well. Momonga heals the nurse, gets some extra defenses in the field. Stalls a little bit. What can Fonda get? She needs to get something good soon. Sure, she has bad reaction, but Tommy still has 6,000 life points. She had about 4,000 if she was smart. Fonda, but the gift card will deal half of Tanya's remaining life points as damage. But it won't be enough yet. She needs multiple. A Soul Taker will be really nice here. Another set card. We know the one in the middle spot is Nimble Momonga. The other one might just be Nurse Reficule. Could be Sangan. I think she has Sangan. There's the Algae, so that's 1,000 damage. Looking relatively good for Fonda, but she needs more, and she needs it soon. Because that's a final Nimble Momonga. Fonda might go to over 10,000 life points, but she won't stay there for long. Swordswoman still has an attack left. There's 3 strong mons in Tanya's field, and that's without Gaia Power. This would have gone even faster if there was Gaia Power. What does Fonda need? Gift card is a big damn, but she needs multiple gift cards. Maybe gift card and the next turn gift card will be just enough if Tanya doesn't draw a really powerful monster. Just a set monster that she already had. New card is not gift card. Not looking too good for Fonda. Are we going to see our next Shadow Rider champion? No, there's Swordswoman. And she still has Fissure in hand in case Fonda summons something and keeps it on the field. It was Cataville Omen. Nah. No, and that's a forced effect as well. So bad reactions at the top, which Fonda can't do anything with. So I think that's game now. I think that's game. Because she didn't have anything to stop Tanya's monsters this turn. And she's not going to draw into something new next turn. Massive damage, a lead for Tanya. Destiny draw, maybe. That would skip. Bad reaction. It's regular draw, it's over. There is another set monster, but what else can she do? That monster has to be something fancy, or Tanya takes victory. Is Tanya going to Champions Cup? This might be the turn. There's Gaia Power. She's ending it how she started her tournament. What is Fonda's set monster? Is this it? It is another Cataville Omen. Tanya's gonna take it. She did not have any mirror forces in her deck. I don't know. Here goes 2400. One more direct attack. And we have a second Shadow Rider qualifying for the Champions Cup. The mighty Wild Amazoness Tanya is our new champion. Will her thirst for the Ultima Duel ever be quenched? Perhaps next time she should fight some men. She seemed to like when she dueled Jaden.
先生の負け強いわね。
もっと強い男はいないのか。
Our champion, Tanya. It's recently unlocked. What happened here? Why is it Sunday solo? End the tournament. Yep. Tanya takes first. Fonda second. Camila and Mindy made it to third. Alexis, Blair, Yasmin, and Jasmine didn't make it. Neither did Sadie, Dark Magic Girl, Serena, or Dorothy. But if Dorothy even wins one duel at some point ever, I'd be really surprised. I'm looking forward to unlocking her tuner deck. She has a deck with a bunch of tuners and a bunch of synchros. But I think her only non-tuner is like Dark Magician Girl and maybe one other card. So that'll be an interesting one. Did I get many points? I had such few points in my predictions. It's easily my lowest score ever. I thought it was Blair and Dark Magician Girl in the final, and then Sadie and Jasmine in the semis. Huh? I was nowhere near getting that tournament right, and this is the smallest tournament we've had. Tanya wins. Alright, let me just show you the decks that I've made. So I have a bunch of decks. But those are just my decks. I want to show the two characters that I can use for mimicry. This is a deck that I've made for strings. Gigo, I thought I wanted a high attack monster, normal monster as well, because there's hardly underdog in this. And I thought Gigo, like being a reptile, being like greeny, being a water attribute, fit like the slime theme. There's humanoid, slime, worm drake, one king of the swamp, and then polymerization for humanoid worm drake. Revival gem, of course. There's Mother Grizzly to help, like with a bit of consistency, bring out revival gem, maybe bring out humanoid slime for the fusions. Of course, there's the one copy of slime for the sky dragon. I decided Burden of the Mighty might be useful. Card to save return has to be in there. Infinite cards has to be in there because those are some of his anime cards. Jam Breeding Machine's probably the most sucky card. I hope he never plays it, but it's an anime card. I have to use it. Monster Reborn, Mystical Space of Nightmare Stew Coach was Mistal. Premature Burial Sword, bottom was Defense Draw. Bit of defensive play, get an extra draw for maybe Slifer, Jam Defender. Mirror Forge, Wall Revealing Light, and I decided to also have Metal Reflect Slime, because those are some really nice defensive cards, and they are slime cards. And with Gem Breeding Machine, with Revival Gem in there, there's some slime cards in there. I thought that would fit strings. And then another deck that I could was for Sartir, the Raw Yellow Dorm Leader, who only duels once in the anime using a Curry deck. Well, almost all of those cards are anime exclusive. I did give him 2 copies of Muyan Curry. Outside of that, I made his deck a food-based deck. Very few cards in this deck, which I think are only the spells, some of the spell and traps, are not food-related. I have 7-colored fish, because you can eat fish. I have Bolt Escargot, because that can be a delicacy, Escargot. Fiend Kraken for squid. Jerry Beansman, because beans. Mad Lobster, because lobster. There's Monster Egg, because eggs. There's unfortunately no, like, chicken eggs. It's a monster egg. Be happy I didn't include Rioran. Mushroom Man. To Sonic Duck, because duck bird. You can eat that. Marshmallow, because marshmallow. And it can be a nice stall card. Mystic Tomato, because tomatoes. I included Stealth Bird, which, like, I guess you can eat bird, because you can, like, eat chicken, turkey. And it's a thing you can summon with Mystic Tomato that isn't called Mystic Tomato. Bistro Butcher as sort of a cook. The butcher, the person that makes the food, isn't the food itself. The first card I thought of even including in this deck is Hungry Burger, so I included 3 Hungry Burger and 3 burger recipe. Emergency Provisions, 3 Heart of the Underdog, because there's quite a few normal monsters in this deck. Heavy Storm Monster Reborn, just to have some good cards, consistent cards that can be put in many decks. 2 Muyan curry, because Sartier likes curry. I felt that it should be included. A Mystic Wook. Swords and Bottomless, just for some generic cards that can be useful. Just desserts. It's the desserts as in payback kind of desserts, but it had desserts in the name, so I thought, you know, I'll include one. Then Mirror Force, and then 2 comp is a Pineapple Blast. Which is a card that not many people know, but I think I used it in one deck at some point in Duel Links. I haven't played Duel Links in a while. Well, I did have it, I think, in a Turia deck at one point. And then I considered Crab Turtle, because crab is also something you can eat, but I didn't want to make that big of a ritual deck, and I really wanted Hamburger Recipe and Hungry Burger, so I stuck to that. But I put him in the side deck, not that I'm ever going to take him out of there, but as sort of a reference of, I guess I could have gone with that. So the next tournaments, I'm thinking making that a male-only tournament, making the 16-person tournaments. I'm probably not going to put Sartier in there, but I'm certainly considering putting Strings in there. Because Sartier can be both in the staff members tournaments, and Sartier can be in the Raiyellow tournament, where we're going to have all the Raiyellow students, such as Bastion, such as Hasselberry, but also their teachers. We can do that with Sartier. If you have any other suggestions, please let me know for characters you want to see, such as Commander Shepard. I probably will make a deck for him as well. Some of the Duel Monster characters, which ones you want to see, you can do some obvious ones like Kaiba, Yugi, Joey, Mai, or some really obscure ones as well, like the Kaiba's dual computer, maybe. Arcana only dual ones. I really like Strings, so I'm happy with how the deck turned out. I'm looking forward to seeing that in the tournament. Even though you won't really see Strings duel with it, it's mimicry, but still, I'm gonna say it's Strings. And then what I'm gonna probably try to do later today is build a Yusei deck. Or even Jack Atlas deck, or something from 5Ds. Because the first 2 main sets of 5Ds cards are in this, so maybe Yusei can be in the male tournament as well. Bring some Synchros in there, because barely anyone uses Synchros. That was the tournament for today. Our champion, Tanya. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you all coming here. Hello to everyone who's watching in the future on the YouTube VOD. And make sure you always remember that you are worth it. Goodbye.